Like it's not that much of a like
Holy
sometimes this
crap,
dude
first
is like
position again. Oh my
apparently this guy does
god.
videos.
This is unbelievable.
Oh man.
I don't think it's much of an advantage personally, but
No, I don't think it's an advantage at all. I'm sick of it.
or I was saying the voice chat.
I gotcha.
Like sometimes this dude makes videos, so I think when he does that,
Oh yeah, you're right.
he
He might
can't
not.
even join the
He might
chat.
not want to.
Well, actually, I just started recording, so if you guys don't want to be in that, then yeah, I'll have to hang up. If
Yeah, I don't know.
you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind. Hmm.
Shoot, you guys took the leaders I wanted.
Yeah, if you pull ring first round, you could get shipping.
Yeah. If I get lucky, I can have a great round one. We'll see. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, so BlackShadow said he won't join the VC, so I'm just gonna go ahead and leave just because I want to. I know it sounds weird, but I want to be fair to him. Because
No, that's fine,
if we
man.
collude or whatever, he might be kind of pissed about that. I'll see you guys soon.
That's good.
Okay. So we got fold space. If we're able to get to tech negotiation, which I think is likely, then we'll be able to have interstellar shipping next round. Should be pretty awesome. This is a good hand. To go over some things, my first two rounds of the tournament were pretty rough. I had a third place and a fourth place finish. If I win this game, I can get potentially to advance, but probably it's not going to happen. I wonder if Black Shadow's going to go mimic or going to go tech negotiation to block me. He has shown a propensity to like to really block me a lot in our previous games. It's not logical though. If he is playing Tessia, he needs to go to a faction so that he can use his ring. Cool. Let's go Mim non-quarters. I'll also probably get to have the Truthsayer, which will be awesome. T.Y. Shai-Hulud. Oh, because Shai-Hulud's like, he's like saying thank God, I gotcha. Yeah, Spat's a really cool guy. Oh, sweet, he picked up the G manipulation. So that must have been what revealed the Truthsayer, I think. We have 4. So we can straight up open Interstellar next round. Yeah, this opening is strong enough to make Memnon not a bad pick. This is our third first position game of the tournament, I think. I think the Aleza game in game 3 I was third position. I could be mistaken about that, but I think it might have been every single game that I was first position. I don't remember. The problem with Black Shadow sitting in front of me here in fourth position is that we're going to pick up the Truthsayer. The problem with that is that he is going to be able to block me on interstellar shipping every single round, probably. Although he probably won't get fold space next round. Although what's going to happen is Speth is going to hit smuggling, so it just depends on what Chimamanda does. And Chimamanda, as far as I can tell, is the best player in the lobby. He has had some good results so far. Picked up still suits. Armand picks up 2 liaisons. Okay. I could be inferring, like I could be overly inferring from a small data set too. But he's the player I'm most concerned about. I'm not really concerned about the other two as much. If the game goes long, then Speth will probably have a very good shot of winning. If the game goes very short, BlackShadow will have a very good shot of winning. But as long as the game stays between round 7 and round 8, I think it'll be between me and Leto. So that's kind of the concern that we have to be, the line we have to walk here. We already have 1 tech, so it might be worth it to get an Ix Engineer this game. But it's certainly not going to be a priority. BlackShadow gets the sister. Yep. Ooh. Piter DeVries teaches Old Man Memnon how to fight part 2? Maybe. So we put our whole first round into getting interstellar shipping last round, basically. He does have the dagger, so he is going to be able to get to his Swordmaster this round. Research station. Okay. Okay. Wow. We got a pimp in the house. I wonder what's going on here. He's trying to go for the treachery, maybe? Maybe he's going for the full scale. That would be very interesting. The problem is he let BlackShadow have smuggling. Just kidding. So we don't really even need to go to Interstellar first action, is the funny thing. So if we can play Seek Allies first, we could block Fold Space, which is probably the smartest thing to do. Yeah, I think we block Fold Space. If he has, like, a guild authorization, he can beat me to Interstellar, but I think if he had that, he would have played it already. The fold spaces are ipso facto good for Memnon, because with this Mimic Quarters, we're going to need more cards that access faction, basically. If we want to get it to go off. There is an argument we could try going tech negotiation. That would get us to 5, which is going to be one of 3 decent cards. I don't think that's the play, though. Techs are Dedo, Disposal Facility, and Ordnance. Ordnance is great for Memnon. It's really good for shipping Memnon. By going Fold Space, we hopefully keep ourselves on a lock on Interstellar for quite a while now. Menta. Okay, yeah, he's going for the full-scale assault, which is pretty exciting. It's an unorthodox strategy, and I kind of love it. Yeah, interstellar shipping is just too valuable to pass up. I don't know that we want to be adding liaisons to our deck, although we did pick up a Truthsayer, so that's more faction. So we have enough faction, is probably fine. And honestly, the row is good, so picking up more persuasion is not bad. No combat for 2 rounds. We'll have to try to get into the next one. Okay. Goes back to wealth. Good opening for Armand. He got everything he needed, basically. He's got his trash on this round. He's got his Swordmaster. He's loaded up his next Mentat. He's in good position. The only thing he doesn't have is that he has 2 Liaisons in his deck, which, in my opinion, he doesn't have any amazing cards to trash down to. Like, Armand is good when you're trashing down to things that matter. If you're just trashing down to Liaisons, he's not going to be providing a ton. So, the Liaisons help him get good cards later. But he doesn't have any right now. We should be guaranteed Interstellar next round, and maybe the round after that. Bypass. That's actually a good use of Bypass Protocol, honestly. It's a very good use of Bypass Protocol. Overall, it's not a very good card, but BlackShadow with 2 combat points is kind of terrifying because he's Tessia. I don't think we want Liaisons here. Let's get 1 because the row's good. It costs him 2 spice to do that, but it's worth it. If Tessia has a floor of like 2 combat points, she's going to be pretty scary. Because she's going to get a bunch of alliance points too. 6 cards in hand. Does he have it? If nothing else, he'll have the Treachery. Yeah, he misses the full scale. Treachery is pretty similar in value, though. And he gets 2 water for 1 troop, which is an incredible deal. So right now, I mean, these 2 seem like they're pulling out to the biggest lead. Yes, I have Interstellar, and that's cool, but do we want a tech here? I don't think we do. I mean, those are amazing Memnon techs. It's just that, like, I just don't think it's better than Solari. I think we need to go down and up. Goes to 5 spice. Okay. I don't know exactly what that's all about. He's a good player, though. I mean, he's got a plan. I don't know what it is, but he's got something he's planning for. Probably Conspire. Okay, so we're going to lose Interstellar next round to Tessia. Unfortunately. Does not use his Snooper for anything. I guess we get a spice, actually, from our ring here, which allows us to get Disposal Facility without having to gather spice from the space. So that is why we're going to go ahead and pick it up. And we will trash the dagger from hand, right? And this will give us Swordmaster this round. Wait, no, that's wrong. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. Why won't it let me undo it? Oh no, because it flipped a new tech, that's why. Oh my god. That is horrible. Oh my god, that's so bad. That is so bad. I mean, I'll get my Swordmaster next round. It's not the end of the world. That's gonna hurt. I honestly think we just early reveal here. Pick up the power play, probably. Power play, definitely, because we have the Mimic Orders. I shouldn't have even trashed the dagger to begin with. That was just, yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Like, you could argue it's my fault because, like, I should never have trashed the dagger. I should have trashed the Dune originally. And that's my fault. Well, it's a free combat for Armand if he wants it. Now he's starting to pick up some good stuff. Firm grip for Leto is pretty concerning. Another power play. Holy crap. Power play for BlackShadow. Yikes. At least we have enough green next round that we're going to be able to hit it. Speth should definitely go into combat here. I don't know if he will or not, but he should. If he can. If he can, anyway. So power play went to Tessia. Treachery went to Leto. Firm grip went to Leto. I have a power play also. And a Trusair. Man, what a bummer. Okay, yeah, that's a logical thing for Armand to do. I don't think I would trash... Oh, no, actually trashing the Freighter Fleet makes a ton of sense for him, actually, because it's in his discard pile. So he can't trash on reveal anyway. Invasion ships came up. Gets to 7, so he's going to start picking up good cards here. Looks like he revealed 2 liaisons. Trashes a recon. I would probably pick up the Chani, but we'll see what he does. Okay. That's defensible. I would still have gone with Chani, but it's defensible. So BlackShadow should just hit Interstellar here, I think. We'll see what happens. If he doesn't, I'll do it. But I think he's going to hit Interstellar, and I'm going to hit Swordmaster. Technically, Leto doesn't have it, but if he has any entry card that gives him any Solari at all, he will. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me to wait for that to happen. Fold space, diplomacy, and deck. We risk drawing our faction with our fold space, unfortunately. We could Truesayer, throw away a fold space, which I'm actually leaning towards right now. Let's go Dagger to Swordmaster first, and then go from there. We have a good shot at this combat as well. Last run was inefficient, but we're still on a decent track. At some point, we also want to hit Smuggling. Okay, just kidding. Steph's got it. This is a good combat for us, too, if we can win it. Because it gives me more bumps for my Mimic Quarters. So probably Hardy Warriors is what I'm looking at next. Good news is BlackShadow's got a pretty late Swordmaster. Chimamanda has got his, though, for next round because of the Solari cash out that Speth just did. I don't really know why he did that, to be honest. Helps Chimamanda a lot, and he didn't really need Solari at this stage in the game. He's already got his High Council and his Swordmaster. He set up very, very well for himself. Is Hardy Warriors overkill? We already have more troops than everybody else. We could just hit Still Suits and probably be okay. And if we hit Still Suits and we draw it back into faction, which 2/3 chance that we do, then we could hit Hardy. We'll see. It's going to be hard for us to hit our disposal facility right now. We already have 2 techs, so the Ixan Engineer is starting to look pretty good. And the restricted ordnance would be perfect for us. Carthag. Okay. Let's hit Still Suits. I don't think... No, he does have his Diplomacy in hand, so he could hit Hardy. Let's hit Hardy. Diplomacy. Do I need all 4 of these troops in? Probably not. Nobody can afford a Highliner. But he might go Arakeen, so let's do it. Okay. So, I don't think we actually want to drop a card with Truesayer. It represents potentially a net decrease in our persuasion. But if we know we're not getting to 5 anyway, maybe we should just do it to cycle the deck. I kind of like Diplomacy as Still Suits. Could also go to Secrets. Could also go to Wealth. Wealth is good because we need to get to High Council, probably. But I like the idea of having access to Haga Basin. If we don't... Yeah, I like the idea of having access to Haga Basin. Even though I don't think I'm actually going to get it. He's going up on Emperor because he has Firm Grip. We need to start blocking Wealth. 2 in is interesting. I wonder if he has a combat card. Shoot, it's hard to tell. Let's put 1 troop in on Still Suits. And let's not forget about connections, too. We do want to get that High Council seat. Two and 2 daggers. Plus 3 cards in hand. Yeah, I do think we want to... I do think we want to put an extra troop in. We have a Truesayer for a dagger in hand. So we're at 9. It'd be hard for them to beat us, honestly. Leto has 2 daggers in hand, though, so he's going to 6. So I think this is probably still the correct play. So right now we need 1 on Fremen, 3 on BG, and 3 on Emperor. It's kind of a lot. Armand to Secrets. Okay. He's already got his trash, so that makes a ton of sense. There it is. Well, he might still beat us, honestly. If he's got a combat card. We're going to jump just 1 ahead of him with the Truesayer. But any combat card takes it for him. And that's a problem, too, because that's another treachery that he's going to just be cycling. I mean, I guess, you know, it does dilute the Piter and the Firm Grip, but, I mean, it's treachery. It's a great card. It's not really diluting anything. Oh! Okay, Armand Rising. This row has just been unequivocally great the entire game. I want to see if Chima's got the card. He's most likely to. He has 2 cards. One of them will probably have some kind of combat component. Nope, doesn't have it. Or doesn't want to use it. Stage, Incident, and Delegation. Or Dispensation. Dispensation is good. I almost think we take it with Emperor because we're going to have to get there eventually, right? These are both good cards. This is basically a point as long as we hit a Carthag or an Arakeen. BlackShadow goes to 4. Okay, so do we steal? If we steal, we let him have Interstellar. Let's take Interstellar. And who knows, maybe he doesn't burn his card, and then we can go back and do it again. The persuasion on this hand's not very good. We really would like to... Ideally, we would go smuggling to High Council would be ideal. I don't know if we're going to be able to get that, but that's kind of the best case scenario for us. We can hold on to this stage incident for a while. The dispensation's really great because it lets us... It snowballs us into Ordnance, basically. Dreadnought. I wonder if he drew into... No, he's going Deado devices. The Madman. The Legend. I think he's going Deado devices. Yeah, let's go. Hollow projectors. Okay, so much for blocking wealth. It's not happening. And he can still afford to go to Swordmaster after he does that, too. Let's see if he burns a card. He does. Well, I'm glad to see that he's fighting on... Oh no, that's not the one that gives a bump. He's not fighting on Emperor. And he buys invasion ships. Oh, this is weird. That's kind of cool, honestly. So... we can do the smuggling High Council thing at this point. We're probably not getting Interstellar next round, so... at this point, yeah, I think this is the play for us. We're going to trigger connections, most likely. So if we're going to do that, we can think of this as basically getting 2 bumps with 1 faction, right? So we get... I think we take 1 with Fremen here, and then take the alliance with the connections. Unfortunately, I'm not getting a lot of trashing out of my disposal facility. The troops from the track are nice too, because again we have a stage incident, so we're going to need as many troops as we can get. Chima goes for Swordmaster. We could Mentat here. I mean, we have the money. Okay, no, we didn't. So if we play Fold Space to High Council, we go to 3. We would draw a card. We have to draw a 2 to get to 5. I don't think... There's so many good 5s is the thing, but... What are our odds on that? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 50% chance we get to a 5. I think that's worth trying to do. Take Fremen Alliance. Sweet. It's not enough to give us a trash, but we'll still get a great card. We got our connections. This is going to enable more disposal facility procs in the future. And does he get the ordnance? He might get that before we do. He's not going to win this combat even with it, but he might get it just for the value. No, it goes Spaceport. Spy satellites. Okay, that's interesting. Technically, it's 2 points for me right now, but I'm planning on getting Mimic Orders. We have 2 factions down for Mimic Orders. We just need to make a bunch of progress up on the other factions. Okay, so finally, he gets rid of that card. But he's in a very good spot. Maybe if it's his 2nd or 3rd selective. Water Peddlers Union. Okay. We already knew he had that because he did it and undid it. So what 5 do we want? I mean, honestly, what 5 do we want? Shawnee's a water and persuasion. Ixnay Engineer is probably a point, but we don't think anybody else wants it. Maybe Armand, but Appropriate's the best of these. The shipping bump for immediate value is worth as much or more than the water. Esmar's a good card, but he's not necessary here. I think because the Appropriate has 2 Persuasion, we take that. There's some good texts. Holy crap. Speth, you monster. Like, eventually we will get Interstellar, so having that bump queued up is going to be good. And, like, Leto's going to get Interstellar next round, so we definitely don't want him to get it. I'm curious what happens in this combat. It would be best for me if they tie, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. So right now we need 3 bumps on BG and 2 on Emperor. Power play makes this very doable. And BG and Emperor are the 2 places that Truesayer goes to, so we're in a good spot. Takes the carry-all. Okay. Oh, Opulence. That is interesting. BlackShadow's too low to get anything useful. Okay. Actually kind of awesome that Speth was able to, basically for no cost to himself, make BlackShadow do that. It's an expensive card. You want to use that on round 7. You know, using it on round 5 not only costs you Solari, but also, no, it's painful. Still, BlackShadow still has 2 Snoopers left. So he's probably in the strongest position right now, even still. 8 Persuasion's good. That means we're going to get our disposal facility. We have 1 point queued up from Stage Incident, and we have 2 Spice on the burner with this dispensation. We want to get that Ordnance. This is a good combat. We probably ought to try to compete for it. Alternatively, we could go to the Great Flat and just prepare to highline our next round. A lot of options here. Where do we want to play the power play? Probably... We're not going to be able to get either of these alliances, but we're further behind on BG, so probably to BG is the answer. Now, I expect that BlackShadow is going to take Interstellar, so we're probably not getting it this round. Okay, Speth is just going full combat. We probably don't have access to the combat anymore at this point, because that's a big swing with 2 Dreads, even if he didn't draw the full scale. There are more power plays in circulation. There's one somewhere. Somebody bought a power play and hasn't used it. Tessia. So BlackShadow's still got a power play that we have to watch out for. Could matter on Guild. Could matter on Fremen, for that matter. He's got 3 combat points. That's pretty terrifying, honestly. Okay, so Chimamanda is the one that goes for the spice. Does not go for Interstellar. But he doesn't get to 6 because he uses his ring. Let's see what BlackShadow does. I'll take Interstellar if he doesn't take it. I think he will because he's got a bump just like me. But he's probably got a power play in hand right now. He probably wants to use it. If he goes up with Guild, we need to be concerned. I don't think he'll do that, but... No, he doesn't. We have Solari that we're not really using for anything, so... What about Mintat here? Maybe. I don't think we want to let him steal this from Chimamanda. So I think we power play the secrets to block that possibility. Show him shares. That's good to know that we have that. Really good to know. We should be able to get that. We'll have to lay off the Mintat a little bit, but that's fine. It's easy enough to do just by hitting smuggling. Unfortunately, this has the effect of drawing BlackShadow's power play towards still suits. So I think we drop the Dune. Diplomacy. Dispensation. Ordnance. Now I'm concerned she's going to go Hardy Warriors on her last action. I think it's a pretty good shot of that, actually. And if she did, she would go up, what, 3 bumps with Fremen? It's a point. And if she gets a point from the combat, she'd go to 9. But she looks like that's not going to happen. I don't think she's going to win the combat. So currently we need 2 on Emperor and 1 on BG. Can't visit either of them. I think we just play Manipulation to a city. What about Research Station? I think that would probably get us an SMF. The problem is we wouldn't be able to get 3 troops in. But an SMF takes us to 7. We have 2 more points in hand. We don't need that much more. If we get second in the combat, we would get a water. I think he's going Hardy Warriors with power play here. It's possible the power play's in his last 2 cards, but I don't think it is. But why would he go Hardy Warriors when he can't win the combat? He could go to Fold Space. It's dangerous play from him, but he goes before me, so there's a good chance that he can take advantage of that. Use Gene Manipulation to trash a low persuasion card from the deck so that when we draw with... Well, let's see what he does. Secrets. Okay. Very interesting. That's 2 intrigue cards for him. Pretty dangerous. He's already at 8. Okay, so what about if I went to Hardy Warriors? His power play is gone. So Fremen's not really currently under threat. If I put 4 troops in, that's 8 strength. I reveal 4 more. It's not enough. I can't play diplomacy in a way that would increase my chances of winning. On Mimic orders, anyway. If I don't buy SMF, but instead I buy the Ixie Engineer, it'll be shuffled into the next round's hand. Possibly a point. But makes it less likely that I get SMF because it has no persuasion. Let's do this. Oh, that gives me 2 spice. Okay, that's definitely the play. I forgot that that was even the case. So we drop a dagger, which is a 0 persuasion card. Convincing is 8. So now we're guaranteed the SMF. We put in 1 troop because we're not planning on winning this thing. We get a trash from our disposal facility. SMF better than Ixian Engineer because it is an immediate point and not a point we have to draw later. The same thing is true of Opulence, by the way. He doesn't have the 2 spice. Not that that matters. He's gonna steamroll combats from here on out. We got the 3 Memnon techs. It's kind of awesome. Win or lose, it'll be fun. He's, oh my god, somehow I knew he was going to double cross me. I don't know how I knew it, but I knew it. Well, it's fine. He didn't double cross me when I could have staged incidents, so it is what it is. We buy the Spice Must Flow, go to 7. We have 2 points in hand. We trash Dune. And we have another point off of Emperor, which we can get. If we go to Emperor, that gives us 2 points, actually. Chum shares plus the actual persuasion. My problem is we don't have Emperor access, at least not unless we get lucky with the shuffle. That's such an annoying use of double cross. Why wouldn't you save that? Like, I just knew BlackShadow would do that. But that's such an annoying use of double cross. Why wouldn't you save that until the big combat that matters in the next round, you know? I get that you're, like, siphoning off a water and a spice. I don't know. Maybe it gives them a research station. Problem is we have no faction in this hand. Signet Ring could be used to pick up spy satellites, which is a point, but it's not a point that will matter next round, is the problem. If we can get to Interstellar, which I think we probably can, that'll also give us the same thing as what Wealth would have given us. Plus a little bit of extra troops, which is not bad. Those are proactive points, so we can end the game. But if BlackShadow wins the combat, then he'll also get to where we need to go. So it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Good play. Can't help but wonder if he might need that card next round, though. If he doesn't have deployment capabilities. Armand's coming back. Like I said, it's a close game. Oh, he gets detonation devices out of this. Oh, this guy's a badass, dude. We do not get Interstellar. It's Grand Vision. That's actually pretty good for me because I have a path to 10 that does not involve combat. My problem is, well, I don't have the Emperor. which is not my, that's my path to 10, right? I don't have it. If I go the tech negotiation with Signet Ring, I could buy hollow projectors and try to get it that way. Or I could just go Arakeen. Because I have the Ordnance, probably better to go Arakeen. SMF is about the worst card I could draw, honestly. Demanipulation is nice. That does give me the SMF this round. That's my 3 troops for staged. And now I can't be double-crossed because I was already double-crossed, despite the fact that I'm... Well, I'm not going to complain about that, but... yeah, I can't be double-crossed, so I'm pretty much guaranteed to get this stage incident off. The only other way you could make me lose my troops is if you had, like, a Desert Ambush. That card hasn't even come up this game, so we're fine. This does make it look like the game is going to round 8, though. Unless BlackShadow can visit both Fremen spaces, basically. Is how I think it would have to happen. That is concerning. I guess that's the best place for him to take it, though. If we go appropriate, we can't actually use the appropriate because we don't have the 2 on the Emperor. Bummer. We don't have the ability to crack the spy sats. I can get the Chum Shears by purely going to smuggling, but it costs me an SMF to do it. Chum Shears at smuggling takes me to 8. Stage Incident takes me to 9. That's not enough. Because then I don't get the SMF. I'm almost... Well, we want to go smuggling because we don't want to let Leto cash out and then steal our Fremen Alliance or do something crazy like that. He obviously... Like, he went up Interstellar for a reason, right? So... I think playing to the smuggling is the right call. The thing is, like, maybe the right call is actually just reveal for the SMF. Build, like, a point buffer. I don't think so. I think we get more value out of our actions. It's not clear. Let's see what BlackShadow does. Takes us 1 Solari away from where we need to be. We could buy the spy sats, but we guaranteed have multiple Emperor access in this next hand. I don't think we do that. Right now, the combat itself isn't looking that competitive. The thing is, like, I don't actually want the Grand Vision. I just don't want it triggered against me. And actually, I do want the Grand Vision, right? Because I have Mimic Orders. Blocks still suits. That's good for me, and one way or another, I think. Prevents Leto from doing something fishy to steal my alliance. I think we go for the combat, and when it becomes clear that we can't win it, which is most likely what's going to happen, we just use the stage incident and peace out, right? Carthag is the play. He's not going to buy spy satellites, is he? He is. It's a point for him, actually, on Fremen. It's weird, but it's true. We don't actually want the trash from G manipulation at this point. So we recon to Carthag. Cannon turrets is actually a big deal here. That gives us a shot to win the combat and also staged incident. Armand to steel suits. So he goes up. If he wins the combat, he gets 1 point from the combat. Oh, but now he's got so much force, I don't know if I can do it. Cannon turrets, maybe. But not also with stage... Okay, yeah. Oh, he's going to steal my alliance. No, he's not. He used his water differently. I think Armand might have saved my bacon there. The block. I have to reinforce this next round. BlackShadow goes to 9. That's not game over. Technically he's at 10, but that's not enough. He doesn't have Chimerky, I don't think. No, he doesn't. So we get another spice from the SMF. I think the best thing to buy is Ixian Engineer because it's a point without having to spend anything, unlike Opulence. We trash Reconnaissance. SMF is the best card to trash, but it might matter for Tiebreaker, and it also might matter if someone gets, like if Holtzman comes up, or if someone has Corner of the Market. So we trash the Recon. Technically, we're winning right now. The Grand Vision is definitely useful. Okay, so there's the big reveal. Cannon turrets would put me ahead of him. Reveals for 10, so he buys an SMF. So if he wins this combat, he wins the game, right? Yeah, because he'll go up 2 with Guild. That's a point. And then he detonates his Dreadnought. So we have to fight him with the cannon turrets. We can't... play the stage incident. This is a close game. Oh, the reason he used No Other Ways is so he could get the water to go to Grey Flat. But he was probably going to go to Still Suits and then use No Other Ways. I think. 6. Probably picking up the Opulence would be my guess. He does have 0 Solari. So maybe not. No, just Liaison. Cannon turrets is great because it prevents Armand from winning the game no matter what this round. If he has an ambush, he'll still win the combat, but not the game. Because no detonation. Okay. So now we staged an stage incident. Like it or not. Then we go back up to Highliner Spice with Highliner Access, and we get an Intrigue card. But if we go Highliner, we're probably going to lose our alliance to Leto. Plans within plans. Holy crap. Is that going to determine the game? Right now, technically, I don't have any points from this card. But doesn't take many bumps with Emperor to get there. 2 bumps with the Emperor, 1 with BG has a swing of 3 points. Plus Chome shares. We either get Smuggling or we get Interstellar, so we're good to cash out. Now, if Chimamanda gets the Highliner, I'm not going to be happy, but it's fine. The problem is, if we take bumps with Emperor and or BG, we are kind of putting ourselves at some severe risk with Fremen. Solari. Emperor. That's our 10. Extinction here's another point. What about hollow projectors? If we can draw into it. Beautiful. Okay, so right now we technically have 0 points from plans. But only one visit to Emperor is required to get 1 point. One visit to BG gives us like 3 points. We have enough spice for selective breeding, and nobody wants to go to wealth. That's our play. 100%. Dude, we absolutely high-rolled intrigue cards this game like crazy. Guild authorization. Okay, I don't think that does anything for him. We probably do lose an alliance on Fremen, though. Because he can just smuggle, steal it. But with the plans within plans and mimic orders, you don't worry about your alliances anymore. Can't really discard any of these cards, honestly. Let's trash the Dune from play. Discard Signet Ring, I guess. Okay. So now we have 1 point from the plans within plans. It's not going to be possible for us to get an SMF, I don't think. Well, G manipulation to win that would work. Potentially. Gives us more spice for the tiebreaker. Just kidding. I think we got this game in the bag. Who knows what other intrigue cards could be out there, but I think we got this one in the bag. Has Sleeper Must Awaken been played? Because there's 2 different players that could have it. Hasn't been played. They don't have a ton of cards. Secrets. Wonder what that's about. Maybe he's just trying to dig for more points. He did that in the wrong order. Spy sats. So he loses the spy sats point, but he's going to use the spy sats for another point. But we should go to more than 11 here. So this gives us an extra point from Mimic Orders, an extra point from plans within plans, so it's absolutely the play. I wonder if we would be able to win without plans within plans. We'll have to see at the end here. Naturally, we're going to go to 11. Plans is going to take us to 13. If Chimamanda doesn't go to Still Suits or use his ring, which is an unlikely proposition. BlackShadow, I see it being an 11 with Spy Sats. Yeah. There's another way you can steal my alliance. It's gonna be close. So I go down to 8, but the Exchange Engineer takes me back up to 9 again, and Show 'em Shares takes me to 10. He's got another action too, so he's probably winning this combat. Which means that he gets a 10 as well. I get to more than 10. Pops the Spy Sats to go to 11. Doesn't have the SMF, neither do I. Probably shouldn't buy any cards. We don't want to give somebody a Jessica or something. Or a directorship. So we're at 12. We're like almost guaranteed at 12. Unless Leto has Demand Respect. And then we're kind of screwed. So Armand does not win the combat. He gets a 10. I'm ahead of him on Spice. This is gonna come down to the wire. I think I'm not. There's no chance I could win this game without plans within plans. Mimic Quarters takes me to 11, so I'm actually at 13. Actually, right now I'm beating Tessia just with Mimic Quarters plus Spice. Unless she has a tiebreaker intrigue. Leto goes to 9 with an SMF. Battle for Carthag takes him... Or did he just win Battle for Carthag? No, he didn't. So he goes to 11 from Battle for Carthag. Same as us. With more Spice than me. Plans within plans broken. Because if even without that, the Mimic Quartz only takes me to 11, and then I lose on tiebreaker. He was so close too. I feel kind of bad for Speth because he's like a newer player, and he played really well this game. Mimnon, let's go. Mimnon. Okay, so that gives us 5 points. That means that we go up to 14 in the combat, right? Or in the, not in the combat. No, we go to 13 in the contest. So Chimamanda, I think, is second, right? So he gets... Yeah, Chimamanda was... Hey, what's up? Yeah, Chimamanda
Fuck my
was second.
face, dude. God damn it.
What's
That
up?
was a great game, though.
Oh, yeah, dude. You played so well. I was like... Almost...
No, I honestly felt like, I mean, even getting fourth, I felt good the whole time. I was like, all right, I at least feel good about what I'm doing here.
Yeah, I'm thinking here. So, like, okay, so it's a 5 for me, a 3 for Chimamanda, and BlackShadow gets a 2, I think. So I've guaranteed I've beat BlackShadow. I'm at 14 right now. That means I have fewer than Shanonymous, but whether or not I advance just depends on the other players and how they do. Oh, dude, that was...
Because this was your last game.
Yeah, this was my last game.
Got it.
That Plans Within Plans, dude, I drew that off of the round 7 combat. When you
No way.
yeah, when you spiked me on the round 7 combat, like I thought there was a good chance I could win that combat, but I didn't. And so I was like,
It was close, yeah.
okay, I guess I'm gonna have to play my what's it called? Stage incident.
Whatever.
Yeah, stage
Yeah,
incident.
yeah.
And then I drew plans within plans, and I always felt bad. I was like, that's a bullshit way to win a game, you know?
No, I mean, that was a sick play. I mean, even just the stage incident alone was like, I was like, oh, that's actually cool because I thought it was intentional. I thought you tried to trick me into spending my fucking,
That would be cool. That would be cool, but that's not what happened.
Sure, yeah.
And I didn't
so
compete for this combat. Arguably, I never should have even bought this restricted ordnance because, like, what I used it one time. Like, I would have used it 2 times, but BlackShadow used his double cross on me in round 6, and so I didn't get to use it then.
You remember what positions everybody was? You were 4th.
I was 1st.
You were, or sorry, yeah. Well,
I was 1st. You were 2nd. Chimamanda was
yeah.
3rd, and BlackShadow was 4th.
Okay, hold on.